21 troops available for deployment. Day 2, try not to die. Where was he hiding? Like I said, Kanzanon, it's... the way that the game works, like, they can be hiding in one little magic pixel of the fog of war and you not be able to see them. It's just one of the weird ways that this game handles itself. If you're curious, in one of the previous streams, I explained kind of how the mechanics work for line of sight and things like that. So it's, again, it's one of the weird abstractions of the game. It's not a huge deal for me. It's just something to be aware of. But let's see. Mythion has been promoted to chatter, Shinigami to regular, Sierra to chatter, Dark Maze, Kirk Haslin to chatter as well, Vin getting promoted to sub-gifter, myself getting promoted to regular, and Grendler getting promoted to sub-gifter. Right. Terrorists are points in space. Essentially, yes. Alright, so now we've got a hostage rescue and a stop execution. Chat. Historically speaking, we don't exactly have a good track record with stopping executions. So, yeah. We got a 10-man op for the upper ward. I'm thinking. Perfect opportunity to improve, right. Yeah. Better get a casket. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, we don't fail the whole operation if we fail to save the hostage. Or, I'm sorry, if we fail to stop the execution. However, we're also working on the back half of our roster, and most of these guys... most of the folks on the back half of our roster are actually pretty good, stats-wise. So maybe we'll be alright. We're in the fortress. Now we need to assault in 2 directions. Assign your troops judiciously. Judiciously, chat. First objective is the old keep on the west wall, a long hall with side rooms, towers, and possible hostages. Locate and rescue the 2 hostages and secure the premises. Our F-Tree friends... God, that's such a stupid name. Our F-Tree friends entrusted this section to a group of blackhead remnants. Good news is, they don't like suicide vests. Bad news is, they're fond of executions and dirty tricks. Gain control of the hall to fix the enemy in position so they can't reach the hostages, and be careful when securing them. So... it sounds like, and just looking at the mini-map, it sounds like this is the main hallway that they're talking about. If we can lock that down, we'll be in good shape. So it might not be a bad idea to go in stealth, take in some suppressors, and just try to get into this hallway and hold it down. But there's no telling where they're holding the hostages, so things could get messy. Oh my. Oh my. Alright. So this is supposed to be an 8-man op. Or grenade launchers. We could, but grenade launchers have limited ammunition. Yeah? So let's get our people in here first.
Here we go. Use the boss. Here we go.
Affirmative. Roger.
Use the boss. Here we go.
How many of us can pick that lock? I mean, we don't need a lock when we got a sledgehammer. And Nikolai resubscribing for 5 months, saying, hello, Maria, and once again, I am here. Good luck in your future endeavors. Well, thanks, Nikolai. Thanks for being here, as always, on a Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well so far. And thank you for the 5 months of extended support. Do appreciate it. Made it to almost half a year in the cult of bad tactical decisions. Speaking of sledgehammers, let's make sure that at least one person has a well, I mean, Max has got door charges. So, that's not quite a hammer, but it's the next best thing. What else are we looking at in terms of locked doors? Because we just got that one. We got a couple locked doors here. These look like cells, though, so this might be where they're keeping the hostages. And then we got another locked door here. So, I mean, we get 4 charges. As long as we bring somebody with bolt cutters? Oh, well, yeah. Let's go ahead and give the bolt cutters to Brewster. So as long as we bring somebody with bolt cutters, then we can get through the gates. We got satchel charges, we got the dynamic hammer. We don't really need 2 hammers, so let's go with some flashbangs. Make sure that nobody's using NVGs. Max has got our door charges. We got some more flashbangs here. I mean, AS Val wouldn't be the worst pick in the world because, again, if we go in suppressed, that'll give us a little bit of an edge. We could, but what? So let me see. Okay, here we go. So we can take the AP to improve our armor penetration. We're gonna lose a little bit of crit chance, but since we're dealing with insurgents, I don't know that we need armor penetration because the blackheads typically don't wear armor. Alright, so we got that, we got flashbangs, we got our hammer, we got bolt cutters, we got some extra frags in case we need it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Oof. I mean, I feel like we need to give satchel charges to the Krieger. That just makes sense. And then instead of that, I'm gonna give you some smoke grenades. Let's give Travis some smoke grenades. Just so we can help hold some angles. Wasteland, because you're going in with a shotgun, I'm gonna give you the 6B4 so you've got some sturdier armor. And then I think we'll put the suppressor on the Clin. I mean, maybe we don't worry about suppressors anyway. Like, maybe just say fuck it, go in loud. Again, if we can take the hallway and hold it, then we don't necessarily have to worry about the executioners. Or so the game tells us. Let's see. Oh. BLM's got some NVGs. We need to get those off of him. Sorry, chat. I'm just... Like, I'm going through everything one last time to make sure that we got everything that we need. God, Wasteland is going to be slow as balls. My man's going to be out here just slow walking through the entire thing. Do you trust military intel? No. But they're not wrong. I mean, just looking at this hallway, like, essentially all we have to do is clear this room. If there's no one in here, then basically if we get into the hallway and we hold the long angle with some rifles, like, we've essentially cut off access to this area, to this area, to this area, and the only way in and out from over here is these 2 doorways, which we can easily cover. So, like, they're not wrong about holding the hallway. Again, if the hostage dies, that's unfortunate, but we're gonna do what we do. So let's see, who's got my hammer? BLM's got the hammer, so you're going up front.
Here we go.
Wasteland's got the
Here's
shotgun,
the boss.
so he's gonna go up front as well. And I will be honest with you, Chad, I think we just do this.
We're back for another go.
I think we just do this. Okay.
Here we go.
Give it a hammer. That's 1. And we do have a hostage here. So Wasteland, I want you in here sweeping the door. And then let's immediately move up. Again, we know they don't like vests, so that's not something that we have to worry about over much. But we still gotta be careful. Okay, let's get our mans in here. Hold that. Alright, apparently you're not close enough to the door.
Use the boss.
Excuse you? Alright, pull back. Outstanding. Okay, let's pie this doorway real quick to make sure that we're clear there. It looks like we're good. Alright, we gotta move everybody up and we gotta move fast. Because our window to hold this hallway is closing quickly. And I just saw that. Don't think I didn't see that shit.
Ready the bombs, boys.
Oh, fuck. Chet, he body blocked the fucking grenade.
Here we go.
He fucking body blocked the
Here
grenade.
we go.
Welcome.
God damn it.
He's all gonna die.
Fuck. Okay, nobody died. But Travis just got hurt. Brewster is incapacitated. Okay, so for everybody that wasn't paying attention just now, what happened is there was a guy, like, right here. He was not moving on us, so what I did is I had one of my people toss a grenade, like, right here to get that nade right next to him. Alright? Now, in the process of giving that command, right when my person threw the grenade, he rounded the corner. We killed him, but the grenade impacted his body and landed right in the doorway. Now, at the moment that this grenade was sitting right here, I had someone here, 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 and here. All of which are either in the lethal or the damage range of that grenade. So I had to immediately have my people turn tail and run. Travis got hurt. Brewster, who was basically right here, got incapacitated but not killed. And BLM and Max managed to get away before the grenade went off. So for those, and this is what I mean when I say the game is lethal. This is the thing where one little fuck up like that, and suddenly you have entire teams getting wiped out. And it's a bitch, but that's the way it goes. Maybe use flashbangs and enemies who are that close. Brewster, I want you to think about this for just a second. And I know this because you are subscribed for 9 months to the cult of bad tactical decisions. And I want you to think for just a moment about what that means. Well, see, I can't just flash him, Bio. I didn't bring Booba's trimmer on this mission. Otherwise, we could have just lifted up the shirt. Anyway. Can we moon them at least? I mean, technically, yes. That's like when people say, tell them to bury me face down so they can kiss my ass. That kind of thing. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We're just gonna have to be very, very careful. Alright, we got Shorts, Og here. I'm not super enthused about just pushing this, but, cause here's the problem. Oh no, wait. Brewster doesn't have the smoke grenades. Nice.
Frag out.
we're just gonna smoke this hallway.
Frag out!
And then we're gonna push it. And you know what I'm gonna do, chat, because you know how I like to do things. We're gonna set up a firing line in the smoke, and the second that smoke comes down, it's gonna be go time. Wasteland, I want you over here, because basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick this door and we're gonna go in. So I want you to double time. Okay. I want you facing that direction. Kick the door.
Here we go.
Okay, outstanding. Go in there like that. I feel like that's an official ooh. For him, anyway. Wasteland, if you would please. Immediately turn this direction. And then give me a frag in this room. Back it up just a little bit. Okay, no audio cues. So I'm assuming we're clear here, but that's probably a bad assumption to make. So let's clear the hallway. Son of a bitch. Okay, I was not expecting them to have a heavy machine gun. So Carl, what I need you to do is I need you to double time, my friend.
Use the boss.
Do we even have an angle in that direction? Okay, you can't see him. You can. So I need you to focus fire that guy. Carl. Yeah, Carl got by the MG. Because I tried to have him double time it. Basically, he was right here. I was trying to get him to sprint to this pillar to use it as cover. And unfortunately, he did not make it. Because to me, it made more sense to get to the pillar because it provides hard cover from this angle than, you know, turning the side plate to him. Because my thinking is we could have gone on the door here instead. But the problem is if I do that, like he's going to be running this direction. That means all the fire is going to be coming into his side plate. So my thinking was if he moves forward instead, at least he's putting that front plate toward the gunfire. So Carl, that's on me. That is on me. And I do apologize for that. Yeah, this is what happens when you try to focus on too many things at one time. I'm trying to, like, focus on what's going on down here, what's going on up here, what's going on up here. I should have just, like, focused on one thing at a time. We also lost Max. He's not dead, but he's incapacitated, so we're gonna have to be very careful. God, that makes me mad. That makes me so mad, Chad. So fucking mad. Give me a smoke on our boys, please. And I want y'all to deliver divine retribution. I wish I had a grenade launcher, because I would absolutely be using it. So I want you to move up. Want to get just a little bit closer. Damn it. Get the grenade where I want it, please. Get right bit. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. Unfortunately, they've got a machine gunner here and here. So no matter what we do, we're in a tough spot. Now, is this... Okay, that technically counts as cover. So what I want to do is I want you watching right here the entire fucking time. Because I know there's an MG. Top one is... I'm not taking any chances. Alright, BLM, get up here to this corner, and I want you facing right here. So the second that we come out of that cover, give me a frag.
Ready to bombs, boys.
Alright. We're gonna hold that angle. Even though Travis is injured, I'm gonna pull them up just to give us a little more fire. Because I want to hold this hallway. Again, this has been a bad mission. Fix bayonets. Again, if melee was a thing, we would absolutely be fixing bayonets. Postal, why did you not take that shot, buddy? Oh, probably because BLM was in the way. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Alright, so I want you moving here, but we're going to continue to hold angles in this direction. Because we're all out of smoke grenades. So we're not going to be able to obscure line of sight. We're going to have to play this smarter. Too bad you didn't bring your own MG. This is true. What I should have done is I should have had an MG and a marksman, so that when we laid out this smoke, when we laid out the smoke here to cover ourselves, I could have had like an MG here or here, and then have a marksman on the other angle, and we could have had long-range firepower basically covering both of these angles to take them out. I didn't do that. That's my fault. That is my fault. Damn. Carl. I feel so bad, Carl. I hate losing anybody. Like, incapacitate is bad, but when it says KIA... Like, KIA is just... I fucking hate it. Worst tactical decision with more DACA. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is do this, and we're gonna move up here. Okay, outstanding. There we go. So we're just gonna continue to hold that angle for now. Wasteland, I'm gonna need you to charge across the hallway, because we don't have any smoke.
Boss.
We don't have any smoke to cover you, so you're just gonna have to do shit the hard way. Static, you are running low on ammo, so go ahead and give me a reload now while we've got the opportunity. Got a little break in the action. And then what I'm gonna do is have you sprint forward. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna have Wasteland high this door with the shotgun. And then we're gonna move in. Okay. Travis, you got the bitch. That's gonna give you a little more range. In the meantime, we move up BLM. Oh, that's right, rubble. So we gotta go the long way around. I don't like that, but we gotta do it. I want you facing this direction as you come through, though, just to make sure that we don't get gapped by a weird angle. So we know we got a hostage here. We still got the hostage we left behind over here. If there's one in this room, we have not seen him yet. So let's go ahead and move Wasteland up. Have you face in that direction. Go ahead and move Travis up. Yep, there we go. Take him out with the bitch. Travis should be able to hold this angle with the bitch. Let's get a flash in here just to see if we get an audio cue.
Ready to bombs, boys.
No audio cue. So let's just get in here, peek the corner. Looks like we're good. We're good that way. Alright, I'm gonna have my mans charge across.
Use the boss.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Keep going, keep going. Alright. Now, I gotta resist the urge to frag these holes. Because my first instinct is just, as soon as I see a room, like, oh, we'll put a frag in there, that solves the problem. Except, we could potentially have hostages here, so I have to be very, very careful.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
Okay, seems clear, so we're gonna get around here, check that, and then I'm gonna sweep you up in here. And again, my man's Travis can continue to hold this long angle. But look at how slow Wasteland is. Like, he's got like 2 or 3 mobility at the moment. It's a damn tragedy. Alright, time to move up the rest of our guys. Static, I want you watching this angle. Move up to the rubble. Outstanding. BLM. I'm gonna have you watching down this way. And just go ahead and move up here. Outstanding. Good shit, Travis. Good shit. Yeah, everybody hears the boot steps. Just the heavy-ass boot steps. Just boom. Boom! Like, the whole damn castle floor is shaking as my mans was walking down the way. The chunkiest of boys. Challenge level impossible, resisting the urge to throw a spicy pineapple. I mean, that's why I bring them. That's why I bring so many of them. I like my spicy pineapple.
Here we go.
Alright. BLM still has the hammer. So what I'm gonna do is get him up here to the door. We're still gonna continue to hold that angle. But, while we're doing it, let's get Postal up here. Because we just got him a fresh mag. And I think this angle is good, but what I'm gonna do is put a frag right here, just in case there's somebody hiding around this corner.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
Okay, no audio cue, which is a good sign. So what we'll do is we'll face that direction. And then we'll hammer the door.
Here we go.
Okay, outstanding. Give me a flash. Oh, hold up. Yep. Okay. I think we're clear here, but I'm gonna check these last 2 cells just to be safe. I want to make sure we don't have any goofball ass suicide dudes hiding in a cell. Okay, we got more hostages. Outstanding. Alright, we're clear on that. Armored up as a Dark Angel's Doomslayer. I wouldn't say quite that much, but you're getting there. Alright, Travis, continue to hold that angle for me, buddy. Actually, I tell you what, I just want you, like, right down here. In fact, go ahead and move up here, and then continue to hold that angle. Alright. In the meantime, we'll get Wasteland up here so he can get around the corner. Since we know we don't have to watch that angle anymore, we'll go ahead and move the boys up to some better cover. Alright. Give me a flash in there, just to see what happens.
Ready to bombs, boys.
Okay, there's definitely somebody in there. So static, just go ahead and move up. In the meantime, I want you watching this angle, and I'm gonna bring my mans up here to hold this door. In the meantime, real quick,
Use the boss.
go ahead and get those last couple of shells reloaded, and then Wasteland is going to take his long walk into the cursed earth here to see what's around the corner. We got to do this slowly. Alright. Gonna flash out again. And then I want you to pie the doorway a little bit. You still got no angle? Alright, outstanding. So now I'll go ahead and move Postal up and around the pillar to get eyes on that door. Outstanding, we're good. And in the meantime, you know what we could do? Chat, you know what we could do? My man's has got one more breaching charge. So here's what we do. We just very carefully pie this hallway. Where? Okay, that's exactly what I want.
Here we go. Getting the bombs ready.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my mans down and around. They'll never expect the shotgun inquisition. Because basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Travis up here to hold this angle. Then we blow up the wall. I don't think we're going to be able to go through this gap, but he should be able to see inside. And then at this point, we're already holding our angles here. They still haven't opened this door, which means that as long as we continue to hold that angle, I think we're good on trying to breach this room. All right. So here's what we do. We boom. We frag. Suck it, nerd. We pie the door. We pie the room. We're good. We pie this corner just to make sure. Boom, in the back. Suck it, nerd. Alright, and then we move my mans up here to use the pillar as side cover. Can Travis? Oh, yes, Travis can go through. Outstanding. Alright, so we're going to hold this angle right here, and I want you watching that doorway. Okay, we got another one. You love to see it.
Clear.
Alright, give me one more flash.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
So get around the door. And then I want you kicking in this door, BLM. Alright, we're good. There's your kicked door, chat. We have officially kicked a door. Yeah, the shitter is clear. The shitter is clear. Official. Let's get my man up to the door here. We're gonna have Travis continue to hold that angle. Can I, if I were to plant a breaching charge?
Here we go.
It would be on the door.
Getting the bombs ready.
And I want my man's facing directly into the doorway. No. Listen, I'm gonna need you to be gun up, Wasteland. I need you gun up. Alright, let's get our mans in here. Give me a flash, please.
Ready the bombs, boys.
Nothing, so we'll breach the room. We'll bring up the rest of our people. Alright, and now that we got that, I want Travis on this side because that's probably where our mans is gonna be. Do it. You love to fucking see it. Alright, move up to the breach. Is there potentially somebody in this room? Just rabbit that shit. Alright, we don't see anybody. Outstanding. Just for funsies. Give me a flash in this corner.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
There was a guy there. That's what I mean by that fog of war bullshit. That fog of war bullshit. You had this little tiny triangle right here, and that man's was standing right fucking there. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll then breach in. We're gonna hold this door. Actually, you know what? Peek behind you just to be safe. We're good. Alright, Wasteland, my man with the plan. Get up here to the door with that Spaz 12, because we are going in hard on this motherfucker. It's the last... It is... We have cleared every room in this place. There's only one place left for there to be anybody, and it's gotta be in here. Alright. Oh. Oh my god. Do you see what this game just did? There's like 5 dudes in this room. Get a better angle and do it now. I don't know that any of this is gonna matter, but we gotta try. Holy shit. And there's corners right here. I bet you money somebody's in there. I bet you fucking money somebody's in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull back from that door and we're gonna frag those corners. I'm not even gonna try to breach that shit. Okay, well he saved me the trouble. I wasn't about to get another grenade body blocked like we did before and lose somebody else as a result. So I started backing up off of that, and he decided he wanted to meet Allah about 10 seconds early. So, hey, whatever. Bravo to the makers of the game, because I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting I heard the door click, and I was like, oh, okay, so the dude's gonna come out and get shot. And then the door opens, and there's like 6 guys, and I'm like, oh no. Not what I was expecting to find in that last room. I was expecting like 1, maybe 2 holdouts. I was not expecting a whole damn squad. Yeah, they were just out there having a smoke. They heard all this gunfire, thought it was a party. Replay? We can do a replay. Yeah, let's have a... I mean... I kind of don't want to watch... I don't want to watch Carl get killed again, but... We should still... We should memorialize him. God, Wasteland is so slow, though. He's just... Like, he is plotting. Alright. So here, I'm gonna break it down to half speed so you guys can see exactly what happened here. So we move up. Okay. So this is where we got the intel. This is where the guy is. He was not moving. He's just holding that angle. So I was like, okay, let's get our people in position, and then I'm gonna put a grenade like right here. Right? So we do all that.
Ready to bombs, boys.
And I intentionally put the grenade right here. Like, the idea was not to hurt my people. So basically I had Brewster here, I moved Brewster over to not get caught in the fragmentation radius. We're gonna throw the grenade right here. This would have been lethal to him if he was still holding that angle. So we throw the grenade, and that's when we see him coming around the corner. Boop! Hits him right in the fucking chest. Instead of going where it was supposed to go, we just hit him right in the chest. We gun him down, but now the grenade is sitting right here in the doorway. And that's the moment where I panicked. That is the moment where it was like, oh shit, we have to, because now you gotta understand, the lethal grenade, the grenade radius is like here. So I have to get everybody out of that circle. And to be technical, like the non-lethal radius is here. So like everybody here is potentially a casualty if that grenade goes off. So I had to get everybody out of that radius as quickly as possible. So that's when you can see me immediately like, oh my god.
He's all gonna die!
Everybody tried to book it. Travis got hit with the shrapnel. Unfortunately, Brewster got downed, but not killed. And then that's when things... That's when we started moving again.
Frag out.
So we're putting the smoke down. Everything seems like it's good, and this is what I mean, where we had this whole hallway smoked off. We had a nice barrier here. If we had set up an LMG and a marksman rifle down this hallway, Carl might still be alive. Because while we were under the cover of smoke, I went ahead and sent Wasteland and Postal Trout up here into this room to just make sure that it was clear, because I didn't want anybody coming up behind us. And that's where the smoke cleared, and right at this moment, here we have one guy here. He was posted up, but we got him. We had this guy, we got him. We got another guy down the hall. We got this guy who's not behind any cover, but he does have an RPK. And then we got this guy.
The boss? Who is getting shot up?
And so that's when Max got hit. Max goes down. Now we've already taken out these guys, the closest threats to us. But we've still got 2 machine guns firing. And that's about the time I tried to get Carl to book it, but it was already too late. And that's when we lost Carl. And that's when I was like going crazy trying to explain the situation and what just happened. And this is the point.
Bombs ready.
This is the point where, after losing my mans, I kind of dialed in, and I was like, all right, no more. This far and no further. We still have a lot of squirters, like just taking this route around the long way to try to sneak up behind us. Get Wasteland. Wasteland is never in a hurry. My man's is always like, he's just like, yep, we gonna get these terrorists. But never in a hurry.
Hold on to the pin.
No sense of
Throw the
urgency
other
at
part.
all.
Clear.
No sense of urgency at all in this man.
Getting the bombs ready.
Gets there in his own time. I mean, to be fair, he is using a Spaz 12, so, I mean, once he gets there.
Tango down.
So yeah, like I said, this is kind of when I got dialed in, and I was like, nah, we're not losing anybody else.
We'll frag them to Zog.
So at this point, we got everybody holding angles here while we try to clear this area out, because we know we've got hostages. So we're clearing out, making sure the hostages are safe. And then at that point, we start slowly split pushing, trying to push this hallway here because this is the only access on the south end. And then also trying to push this because we got these two doors that lead into the rest of the castle. Yeah, Travis was definitely putting in work on those angles. As Capsty has been saying in the Discord, the bitch protects. It does indeed. What the hell is Zog? I mean, to be fair, Bob, I don't think even the orcs know what Zog is. But they know it's not a good place, and that's why you want to frag him there.
Getting the bombs ready.
I don't know why the sound cut out on the gunfire on that.
Frag out!
Look out!
And we got our mans in the back right here. Sweet revenge. Sweet revenge.
No tangos!
Getting the bombs ready.
Okay, there's our kick door. You saw it here first. But yeah, was not expecting this room. Was not expecting that to play out the way it did. Good on the developers for throwing that curveball.
Ready the bombs, boys.
I don't know what I was doing there.
Got one.
Odo to the pin.
And again,
Throw the other paw.
he was right there. He was right at the tip of that triangle. And here we go. This is the moment. Listen for the doorknob.
Stay here.
Like that was. You see,
Good job. Mission complete.
like you see how that last little bit played out. That entire gunfire segment played out in less than 5 seconds. Just like that. And the only reason that I think we came out on top on that one is because we already had our people in position and they were guns up. So when they opened that door, all of our people just, without even, like, totally on reflex, just unloaded into the door. And I think that's the only reason we came out on top on that exchange. But, unfortunately, Wreck-It Carl had to pay the price for that victory. Had to pay the price for that victory. And of course, we had 2 in-caps as well, so Brewster and Max both ended up going down on that one, but they didn't die, so that's good news. They're not out completely. Wasteland, did you get promoted? Doesn't say you did. No, you did not. Because you don't have the little arrow next to your icon, so you did not get leveled up. So let's see, who did? Static got up to tier 2 sub, that's rank 5, and Travis got up to tier 3 sub, which is rank 6.